Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Jordan in at the point guard position. And for the Wizards, in at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Bagley. And it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard position. And it's game one of a back-to-back for him, Brent. Does that mean you have to hold back just a little to save some energy?
No, not at all, Kevin. You're going about this game to try to get yourself in the rhythm and play at a high level. You can worry about the next game when the next game tips. But right now, it's all about this moment.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Poole the pass to Bagley. Pass to Coulibaly. Kicks it to Avdia. Here's Poole. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Edwards. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
Here's Coulibaly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Poole gets it to go. Here's Jordan. Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game. Washington with the ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Poole's got his second basket of the night.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like when he finds the open man, and so do they.
Jordan passes to Towns. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Coulibaly, and he uses the glass on the way.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And 3 from Jordan. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Edwards, that's good.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now, here's Bagley. 17 points for him last game against Denver.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And recently, I mean, we've seen Kyle Kuzma turn things around, especially offensively.
Yeah, Greg, highs and lows in the early part of Kyle Kuzma's career, but a nice settled ground for him. Offensively, he's carried more responsibility and shown that he's capable of doing it.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Washington making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Jones subbed in for Jordan Poole. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Inside, here's Jordan. Washington with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Koulibaly, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wizards trail by 9. Jones drives in. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anderson finds Jordan. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to Anderson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Koulibaly. And again, Washington no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Both teams making substitutions here. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Gobert. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. And the shot goes in.
Great vision from Morris, makes the next pass. That's what you want.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Nuggets. Now here's Poole. Only 3 points for him the last game against Denver.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Hornets did some very solid work. He scored 10 points, and his ability to keep getting back to the foul line helped their cause tremendously. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. See if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
Well, he can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. You look at Jordan, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Impressive dime count there, and you like to see that from a rookie. No better way to make a first impression than by spreading the wealth.
And the Wizards making a change here. Holmes checked in. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Minnesota. Offensive rebound, Gobert, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Holmes passes to Poole. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Jones. 14 points from him the last game against Denver.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Jordan. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. And it was from three-point.
37.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then there's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, don't settle for all the jump shots. If you got that size and that ability, Kuzma getting to the rim.
This is it to Reed. And here's Gobert. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jordan Poole has more freedom to create than ever before. He said there's a small group of people who get that chance. You have to make the most of your opportunity and put yourself in position to be successful. I never want any moment to be too big. Kevin, the ball is in his court now.
Yep, just the way he wants it. All right, D.A., thanks so much. Poole kicks to Kuzma. Right wing. Here's Avdia.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Now McDaniels hasn't made one yet. With the drive. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Washington with the rebound. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
And with Marvin Bagley III, Brent, it just feels like he's been snake bitten in his young career.
Yeah, but Greg, you know this. If you could hang in there and stay confident and get a second chance, and with that second chance, maybe this opportunity for Marvin Bagley is going to be the one where we can show that talent. Remember, second overall pick back in 2018.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
So both teams making some changes here.
It's time to make some noise.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jones against Conley. Floats one. Jones, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 9. Okay, time now for an injury report. For an update on Karl Anthony Towns' injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. You're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. To the wing right side. Pass to Coulibaly. There's the feed to Avdia. Here's Vukcevic. Guarded by Reed. They could use a bucket. Minnesota with the rebound. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Kicks it out to Jordan. Offensive rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Wizards. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kyle Kuzma. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And Holmes throws it down.
And getting the positioning he wants and finishing. Love to watch Holmes work on the inside.
Conley, the pass to Jordan. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. Pass to Coulibaly. Jones, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Jordan. Outside Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got his first basket of the night.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now.
He's checked in for Minnesota. The pass to Towns. Back to Jordan. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Towns. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside and it's working like a charm.
On the court for Minnesota. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Anthony Edwards out there with Jordan. And it's Reed in at the center, locking down the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded closely. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Washington now. Edwards kicks to Jordan. And Jones sends it back. Pass to Koulibaly. Towns with the defensive effort.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And that one is good.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Jordan. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
Koulibaly, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Towns. Good on the triple.
And Kuzma showing more and more that he's becoming a playmaker on the offensive end of the floor.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Jordan. off with the layup. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Hey, no sé si cachaste lo que te quise decir. Es que tú eres masoquista, te lo vuelvo a repetir. Hey, aunque me llame tu mai, aunque aparezca tu pai, aunque baje Jesucristo y nos vuelva a bendecir. Lo nuestro no lo vuelvo a revivir, no lo vuelvo a revivir, solo me resta decirte. Ay, ay, gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti.
The 2024 WNBA season is live, and each week in Season 7, my team has featured WNBA stars with new agenda groups.
We started with the 4-time All-Star Alyssa Thomas, followed by the 2-time WNBA champion Breanna Stewart, and then the 3-time champion and legend Diana Taurasi.
Each of them had a featured agenda group where you need to match the play style of these WNBA stars to get rewards.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. So, the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Jordan in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. All right, folks, get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
Now here's Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. Cuts off the pass. Over Jordan. Schroeder can't get it to go. Anderson against Johnson. Right side Anderson. 13 feet out. And no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Outside Walker. Jordan against Schroeder. Over Jordan. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. We played just over a minute here in the first. It's McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Outside Anderson. Back to Jordan. And a nice finish on the layup.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Johnson. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Johnson on the wing. Anderson covers. 6 to shoot. Here's Thomas.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Against this team last year, they took both games. A measuring stick of the median between conferences.
And the Nets with possession here after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Schroeder. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respects. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, look at the concentration. Through contact, Edwards gets the shot off. Just a tremendous fight.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. Shamet, he's checked in for Thomas. And Simmons is subbed in for Schroeder. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Still without a basket in the game. Timeout called. Brooklyn outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Shamet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's Walker on the wing. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 7.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
A minute 31 left in the opening quarter. Here's Shamet. And the Nets miss again. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. To the middle. Jordan against Simmons. The kick out to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. There's the 3. The rebound by Shamet. Brooklyn trailing. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's Sharp. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 19-point game against Washington.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Watch out below. The flying Australian, Ben Simmons, cleared for takeoff.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Anderson. Now here's Reed. Back to Jordan. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Shamet. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency. Line change here for Brooklyn. Some changes for Minnesota. Minnesota has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. They've got Trendon Watford. Ben Simmons is out there with Landry Shamet. Then they're Sharp, and it's Walker in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Jordan with the bucket.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Shaman. 4-3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here's Edwards. Down low. Here's Jordan. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Simmons, the pass to Walker. "32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Walker. 14 points for him last game against New York. The 3 ball. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Richard, you had 4 finals appearances and faced some legendary competition in each one.
Yeah, I went up against Shaq and Kobe, Duncan and David Robinson, Durant and Curry. That's why I lost 3 of them. But I was a part of the greatest championship ever in 2016, beating those 73-win Warriors.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Kyle Anderson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Jordan in at the point.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 19 points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Jordan finds Edwards. Back to Jordan. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's Edwards with a drive.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Schroeder against Jordan. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Jordan, the pass to Reed. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Jordan. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Nets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Jordan against Schroeder. Here's Thomas. He's got 6. Hits the trifecta.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Reed. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Schroeder. Reed with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Here's Jordan. It doesn't go for him. 1:50 left in the third. Here's Thomas, guarded by Edwards. Schroeder against Jordan. Here's Thomas. 9 points in the game. There's the triple. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels, that's good.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, and Reed with a block. Now Jordan. 16 points for him. That one's good for 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And we'll...
Here's Simmons. Landry Shamet is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Sharp. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Jordan. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Here's Shamet, covered by Jordan. Here's Shamet. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Jordan with it. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Warren. And he converts the layup.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And there's a 3-second violation. And in deciding against lowering the minimum age for the NBA draft, Grant, you think it's fair to 17 and 18-year-olds who want to go pro?
You know, B.A., I do think it's fair. I mean, there are other avenues in today's basketball environment where compensation for these guys is possible. You have the overseas route. You have the G League Ignite. And, of course, now colleges have the NIL. So that's huge.
Here's McLaughlin. Rebounded by the Nets.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Pass to Gilliard. Got it. Gilliard's got his first points of the game.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Jordan inside. Here's Warren. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Gilliard. Here's Sharp. Clock at 6. Here's Gilliard. Reed defending. Oh, and Reed with a block. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Brooklyn making some changes. Watford's checked in for Sharp. Walker comes in for Bates Diop. And it's Schroeder in for Gilliard. Pass to Reed. From deep, Jordan. Can't get it to go. 9 for 13 shooting in this one. To the inside. And the shot goes.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jordan, the pass to Reed. And the basket is good. Reed's gotten his first basket of the night.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mr. Clutch.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Johnson, he's checked in for Walker. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Morris, he's checked in for McLaughlin. Jordan finds Warren. Just 5 on the clock. All alone. In deep, Jordan drops it in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Johnson with a bucket.
You got to get out on Johnson, especially when he's roaming around these corner spots.
Here's Jordan. Stolen by Schroeder. And now the Nets on the break. Over Morris. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Now into the lineup for your Nets, D-Ron Sharp.
11 seconds left in the fourth. Shamet passes to Watford. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Ey, no sé si cachaste lo que te quise decir. Es que tú eres masoquista, te lo vuelvo a repetir. Ey. Aunque me llame tu main, aunque aparezca tu pai, aunque baje Jesucristo y nos vuelva a bendecir, lo nuestro no lo vuelvo a revivir, no lo vuelvo a revivir, solo me resta decirte gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, ya yo te caché, más te vas pichada, recoge tus cosas y no dejes nada, gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, yo sé lo que hiciste, tú vete tranquila, no me debes nada, porque todo lo que te di fue de corazón, si te vio de nuevo es por el retrovisor, si tú me ves de nuevo es por el televisor, una peli de amor que no existió porque yo pensaba que tú eras Julieta y yo era tu Romeo, pero vi que estaba erróneo.
Hey, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Get your mind right. Come on, focus. Again.
Their best beats on the court will also get you a Pink Diamond coach card for each of these WNBA stars to lead your My Team with special abilities.
And this week, it's time to feature our NBA 2K24 WNBA cover athlete, Sabrina Ionescu. Try to match her amazing shooting, complete her agenda group, and have her lead your best My Team lineup.
NBA 2K24 offers a plethora of ways to play the game, and today to talk about salary cap mode in My Team is Danny. How's it going?
Great, Chris. Happy to be here talking some salary cap.
Break down what salary cap.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Jordan in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, here we go. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then it's Trey Jones. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Branham in at the two-guard spot. Hey, guys, let's be honest here. A bit of a mismatch looking at the quality of these teams on paper. But we see these types of games in this league. And sometimes they can surprise you.
Listen, every team is not a title contender. Some squads are in that rebuilding phase. Let's see if the weaker team can compete tonight.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Now Jones, after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Jones drives in. Gobert with the block. Jordan against Jones. Jordan kicks to McDaniels. Three-pointer. Here's Gobert, and he makes good on the layup.
This is what Gobert provides. High-impact play on the glass.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Sohan. Here's Branham. Edwards defending. Branham, the pass to Sohan. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson from outside sinks the triple. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help.
And here is McDaniels after the three-pointer from Keldon Johnson. McDaniels and the rejection by Wembanyama.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Branham. Edwards defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? Let's take a look at Jordan. He's been just what his team has needed as he comes in, and he has played wonderfully through the start of his career. And now he sits at number 4.
And that's a pretty good position he's in at number 4. What do you guys think? Will he be higher or lower on that list once we get through the second half of the season?
Well, the learning curve for rookies, it's all over the place, but no question, the talent is there for him to improve.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Jordan looking it over. Outside, Towns. Drops in the tray.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
And it's Jones. With the ball for San Antonio, trailing by 2. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it, and he gets it back. Clock at 6, and it's Sohan missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far.
2 minutes.
Here's Jordan. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Johnson. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Pass to Sohan. Gobert with the defensive effort. Hey, Steve, when Zohan has the ball, he is pedal to the metal in the full throttle. All gas and no brake.
Kevin, he's a one-track mind with the ball in his hands. Get to the bucket is his mindset, and he's just as aggressive on the defensive side.
Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Jordan. Fires from deep. Here's Towns. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And nice concentration. Towns staying laser focused near the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong.
On the court for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Jordan is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center. And it's good, 2 points. Towns has got 7.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He scored 20 points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. When this team is playing together and playing for one another, they're a force. Kevin?
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that one. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
And I'm sure Coach is hoping for that as well, but every night's different. Who knows? Maybe someone else will have to step up this time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for player Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded.
Johnson's checked in for Bogdanovich. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Jordan. Back to Edwards. The pass to Towns. Over Wembanyama. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And that's now 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Jones the pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Champagnie. Edwards defending. Wembanyama. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And 3 from Jordan. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
San Antonio trailing here. Jones the pass to Bassi. Back to Jones. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
For a point guard, Jones is a crafty scorer on his own. He can get it done by himself when he has to.
Jordan against Jones. Jordan passes to Reed, and it's good for 2. Reed's got 7 now in this quarter.
Jordan shut out in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Pass to Bassi. Wembanyama with it. Outside, Jones. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over McDaniels. They get it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
And you look at Edwards. He's not quite there, but he's very close to a spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great all-star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Passes to Osman. From deep three-point land. The Spurs getting another chance here. Wembanyama, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Wembanyama against Jordan. For 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jordan's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. From deep three-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's
Spurs 20. The Timberwolves 26.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, of course, these young Spurs are coached by one of the all-time great coaches in Greg Popovich. Keldon Johnson says of Pop, he's around here smiling, excited each and every day. To have him along with us is big. And Popovich gives them confidence. Devin Vassell said, as long as we play together and we play the right way, we'll have a chance to win every game. Kevin?
And having you-know-who helps too, right? Wembanyama makes things happen. David, thanks. Spurs trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Towns with the steal. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jordan the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama looking it over. And the pass to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Ball's knocked loose. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. San Antonio again missing. to McDaniels. Right side, Jordan. To the left side wing. Towns kicks to Edwards. 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. No good that time. And here are the Timberwolves. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Here's Jordan. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch.
San Antonio timeout.
Greg looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's growing, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th.
Assist.
The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Reed is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Jordan in at the 1. Here's Osman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
San Antonio, Jenny.
He's off on the second. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Jordan. Out to the right wing. Gobert finds Jordan. Now here's McDaniels. 3-pointer. The shot will not fall.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Here's Sohan, defended by Jordan. Gobert with the block.
As expected, Gobert comes in with those long arms and knocks it away.
A shot by Jordan, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers where they can do something with it.
Here's Osman. Reed with the rebound.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Jordan the pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for Jordan.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Sohan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Sohan's got his first points of the night. Timberwolves leading by 5. Jordan outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And the Spurs with some changes. Adams checked in, and Trey Jones subbed in for Johnson. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Jordan. To the middle. Gobert down low. And Wembanyama on him. Jordan, that's for 2. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That sends Rudy Gobert Gobert to the free throw line.
For the Timberwolves.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the board? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring out.
Timeout. San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And, guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Jones against Jordan. A baseline change. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards inside. Jordan high post. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Minnesota.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight he did it by owning the boards.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Towns finds Edwards. Makes it off the glass.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
Can't get it to fall. And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.
Ey, no sé si cachaste lo que te quise decir. Es que tú eres masoquista, te lo vuelvo a repetir. Ey, aunque me llame tu mai, aunque aparezca tu pai, aunque baje Jesucristo y nos vuelva a bendecir, lo nuestro no lo vuelvo a revivir, no lo vuelvo a revivir, solo me resta decirte. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, ya yo te caché, más te vas pichada, recoge tus cosas y no dejes nada, gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, yo sé lo que hiciste, tú vete tranquila, no me debes nada. Porque todo lo que te di fue de corazón. Si te vio...
All right, for players that are jumping into salary cap, there's a few things you need to know. First, each season is split into 3 two-week rounds. And during these rounds, you can work your way up the leaderboard, whether you win or lose, which is kind of cool because you're working your way towards awards and prizes. And during these rounds, you're trying to win as many games as possible. And it's kind of neat because the salary overall, that cap, it'll be fixed for those rounds. But the more you use and don't use players on your team, your individual salaries can change. So you're always thinking about what's working in your lineup, what you need more of, and how you're going to approach.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. At the forward spots, a pair of #1 picks in Edwards and Towns. Then there's Mike Conley, then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Jordan in a 2-guard. And for the Thunder, in it forward, it's Dort and Williams. Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. Grant, a look into the future of the NBA tonight. These are two of the brightest young teams in the league.
You know, when it's all said and done, B.A., these are squads that I expect to eventually play for titles. I mean, the talent is there. And, of course, it's all about gaining experience and gelling as a team.
And Towns has got the ball here for Minnesota. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Here's Giddey. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Now Jordan. Into the lane. Goes back up. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Well, Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get down and dirty.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Jordan inside. Giddey defends. Jordan misses. The Thunder have gone 1 for 3 so far. Dort for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Conley passes to Jordan. Over Giddey. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
The shot by Dort, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. They trail by 3. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
For the Thunder, John Collins comes in for Holmgren, and Joe's subbed in for Giddey. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reed's checked in, inside to halt the run, and he sinks the layup.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, a dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. Here's Collins. And that one's long.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Jordan, the pass to Conley. Back to Jordan. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The Thunder with the rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Jordan. To the right side. Here's Conley. Here's Reed. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And he lobs it up to the rim. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Throw it anywhere near Collins. He'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Now here's Jordan. No points so far. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. 19-footer. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Conley passes to Jordan. Here's Edwards. Over Dort. Shot is good by Edwards.
Not afraid to mix it up down low. Edwards is a big guard. Really put together nicely. He's got a great body.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. City going with almost an entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Williams. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Joe's subbed in for Giddey. So for Minnesota right now, at the forward spots, a pair of #1 picks in Edwards and Towns. Then there's Naz Reid, then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Spurs put forth a nice effort. He added 8 points and created for his teammates, finding them in their favorite spots. He showed just how reliable he can be when his role on the floor is expanded. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
Basket counts.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. It took him a while to get going.
And Grant, when you scan the OKC roster, you see length at every position.
Yeah, it's definitely their philosophy, VA. We're seeing a number of franchises going that route. What I would say about the Thunder, though, many of their guys still have some strength to add.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Jordan. So, Grant, if you were a GM and you could choose one young player to build around, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. I mean, PA, I think you have to go with Victor Wembanyama. I know he's a young fella. He just got drafted. But the upside is so huge for this young man. His talent, his skill, his size. He is the next iteration of Kevin Durant, in my opinion. And I would go with him. He's got a lot of runway in front of him. A lot of years to get better, get stronger, and to win championships.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Lets a floater go. SGA working through contact inside.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Conley passes to Jordan. Joe grabs the miss.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Dort against Edwards. Pass to Joe from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Jordan inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. His first shot coming late. And it's in! Oh! Nails the... What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has...
The Timberwolves, 27.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Conley passes to Jordan. Outside Edwards. Over Dort. The shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got his second basket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Williams against Towns. Giddey. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Giddey's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Williams against Towns. Jordan, the pass to Gobert. Now here's Jordan. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Conley passes to Jordan. The shot off that time. Giddey with a defensive effort. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Holmgren. It's Giddey on the wing. From downtown, buries it from 3. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
And Minnesota calls time here. You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining.
Substitution on the court. At the line for your Oklahoma City, John Collins.
Free throw is good from Collins.
And so far, Collins has been a pleasant surprise. A mobile, quick-thinking big man with enticing potential.
Here's McLaughlin. Free throw line jumper. Misses there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Mike Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Jordan in at point guard. Back to Alexander-Walker. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reid, good.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Pass to Joe. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Good D by Gobert.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Joe. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Holmgren against Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And he's going for the lob. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well. Leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jordan pass to Edwards. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Towns up and in on the layup.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
T-shirts for the loudest section. Make some noise.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Morris, he's checked in for Conley. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Both good from the line that time.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Towns outside. Double team on Towns. Jordan, the pass to Morris.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Let's go with a three. Gets the three ball to go. Morris has got 9 points now in the second half.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Dort against Morris. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Back to Dort. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're on top by 7. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Kicks it out Towns. Morris on the wing. Pass to Jordan. Double team on Towns. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And Minnesota has possession. Here's Jordan. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Dort with the ball for Oklahoma City. Morris can't hit.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Second team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
And that's an intentional foul.
13 foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Jordan taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the game. Puts it up from 15, and it's in. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're ahead by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Pass to Jordan. Some solid defense from Williams.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And, B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they
Ey, no sé si cachaste lo que te quise decir. Es que tú eres masoquista, te lo vuelvo a repetir. Ey, aunque me llame tu mai, aunque aparezca tu pai, aunque baje Jesucristo y nos vuelva a bendecir, lo nuestro no lo vuelvo a revivir, no lo vuelvo a revivir, solo me resta decirte. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, ya yo te caché, más te vas pichada, recoge tus cosas y no dejes nada. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada, yo sé lo que hiciste, tú vete tranquila, no me debes nada. Porque todo lo que te di fue de corazón. Si te vio de nuevo es por el retrovisor. Si tú me ves de nuevo es por el televisor. Una peli de amor que no existió porque yo pensaba que tú eras Julieta y yo era tu Romeo. Pero vi que estaba erróneo. Tú me tenías dormido y con insomnio. Pero a medianoche desperté y te pillé todos los texts. Tú con él, yo pichándole todo. Mírame a los ojos, no me bajes la cabeza. Me estás siendo sincera y eso es lo que me pesa. Te enrolaste y te fumaste las promesas. Tú estás buena, pero eso no es belleza. Bonito es que siempre digan la verdad. Yo no estoy pa' esto y menos a esta edad. Ay, los días malos no se cansan. Aborrecido estoy que me mudo pa' Kansas. Si ponemos nuestro error en la balanza, yo fallé más que tú, pero en darte mi confianza. Ey, ey. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada. Ya yo te caché, más te vas pichada. Recoge tus cosas y no dejes nada. Gracias por nada, ya no hay pa' ti, ni Prada. Yo sé lo que hiciste, tú vete tranquila, no me debes nada.
All right, I want you to talk about some of these limitations. How do you build a team when you're constricted by a salary cap? So now I want you to put on your MyGM hat and talk about how to build a team. What's the approach?
And seriously, that's where the magic of this mode comes in, because you can do this so many different ways. You can try to have a complete hammer in your starting lineup and have 5 really highly rated, high salary player cards. Or maybe you're more like a attack in waves kind of player, where you want balance all the way through 13 players. Here's what I did first, and then here's how I made adjustments. At first I thought, let me have 5 stars.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis, is the scene for the Mavericks. An absolute spark on the hardwood. Luka Doncic oozes creativity, and his team will be feeding off of it as they wind up for action at Target Center. Mavs, Timberwolves is coming up next, and we'll be right back. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, the two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Jordan in at the 1. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Now, here is Irving. And there's the pass to Gafford. Washington against Towns. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Jordan kicks to Edwards. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
They throw good, Edwards. So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
No good from Irving. We're about 1 minute into the first. And here is Jordan. His last outing, he had 8 points. Down low, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Pass to Gafford. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Gobert pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Edwards finds Jordan. From the high post. And it's Irving with the rebound. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Jones. After the made shot from Jordan, Gafford passes to Washington. Puts it up. And another basket for Dallas.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Jordan dishes to Towns. Back to Jordan. From downtown, they get it again. Nice shot by Gobert.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3 on the court for the Mavericks. We've got Green, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford, and it's Jones in at the power forward. Now here's Edwards. His last outing, he had 8 points. Jordan kicks to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Reed the pass to Towns. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Towns has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Edwards kicks to Jordan. Back to Edwards. Beyond the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Jones. Outside Irving. Here's the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the 3.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Thunder played some big basketball. He ended up with 8 points, and over again, he found ways to draw contact and get back to the free throw line. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Here's Hardaway. After the made shot from Jordan. Here's Irving. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And Jordan gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniel's stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
Now here's Edwards. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. The 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Hardaway against Towns. Now here's Hardaway. Tight defense on him. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Edwards against Hardaway. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now Gafford after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Irving way outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota making a switch. Gobert's checked in.
Substitution on court.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Edwards dishes to Jordan. Back to Edwards. And the rejection by Gafford. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Doncic with the bucket.
That's about focus and determination by Luka. Takes the contact, doesn't alter the outcome.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Inside, Gafford shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Dallas, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. So that'll be it for the first half.
With the score, the Timberwolves 25, the Mavericks 28. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Jordan in at the point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that lead?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Passes it to Jones. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Doncic outside. Puts up a 3. Oh, Doncic from way outside.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jordan the pass to Gobert. Jordan against Doncic. And finished off by Gobert.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Doncic looking it over. Over Jordan. Again, the Mavericks score.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Gobert the pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Outside, Towns. Back to Jordan. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Morris comes in for Edwards. Doncic against Morris. To the paint. Jones kicks to Green. On the wing, Doncic. To the inside. Here's Washington. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. That's 10 points for Jordan.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Lively the pass to Doncic. Nice hit again. And rejects Deflection by McDaniels. Here's Morris. Gobert. And it's all evened up. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Dallas calls timeout. Some changes. And the Timberwolves with possession here. A 2-point game on the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Daniel Gafford is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Lively in at the center. Here's Minnesota. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
McDaniels dishes to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall. Gobert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Irving passes to Gafford. Here's Lively. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low, here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Irving can't get it to go.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Towns finds Jordan. Now Edwards. For the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Now the pass to Gafford. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Minnesota leading by 7. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Jordan. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told his guys to max it out on the 3. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here is Jordan. .146 left here in the fourth quarter. to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. It's Jordan, top of the key. Back to Edwards. From the stripe. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this group. Such an overall great performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Minnesota shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Jordan kicks to Edwards. Gafford against Jordan. Out to Edwards. Back to Jordan. To the inside. Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside for Jordan. Back to Towns. Outside Jordan from 18 feet away. Out to Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Right on. Well, as soon as you jump into salary cap and you edit your lineup, every time you move and highlight a different player on the screen, it highlights that player's salary right underneath. It also keeps a running total at the bottom of the screen of how much more room you have to operate under the cap. That makes it really, really easy because if I sub out my small forward, as soon as I look to my available players and my team cards, it'll tell me whether or not I'm in the green zone or the red. And here's another great tip. If you find yourself in a lot of close games like I was, apply some shoes, boost some key attributes there, and then use your badge cards that you've earned in other
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. They have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. And it's Jordan in at the 1. And for Milwaukee, Giannis and Lopez together down low. Connaughton and Middleton at the 2 and the 3. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Grant, the All-Star break is soon approaching. How important is that break for the players?
Oh, the break, it is so crucial. It is needed, no question about it. And any chance to get some rest is a big bonus. Also, of course, refocusing as a team and making a plan for the rest of the year.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the inside. Here's Towns. It's good.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jordan against Lillard. Jordan with it. Coming off a 12-point game. Down low. Deflects the pass. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Jordan lays it up and in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Lillard against Jordan. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Lopez. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch. Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Edwards. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lillard outside. Off target with the open look.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Towns. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
Over Jordan. Antetokounmpo can't connect. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Edwards, a pass to Jordan. Edwards against Lillard. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
Timeout called. Milwaukee
trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need...
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Jordan in at the 1. The strong finish by Giannis.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense.
You know, there's so much to like about Connaughton's game. He brings a lot to the table, especially from deep.
Well, I love the fact that Pat just knows himself. He's out there to make hustle plays, timely shots, get a key offensive rebound that helps the team maintain possession. What a tremendous role player for this squad.
Pass to Reid. Outside McDaniels. And here's Jordan. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Bucks. No movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Edwards can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Bulls put forth a nice effort. He ended up with 12 points and moved the ball, finding his teammates time and time again. He stepped up his game tonight, and you can tell his teammates loved seeing him go to work. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep giving it to him.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jordan, the pass to McDaniels. Lillard against Jordan. To the middle to end the run. And Reid with the nice bucket inside. Reid's got his first points of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Up top, Gallinari. Reid defending. Oh, and Reid with a block. Pass to Edwards. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And the Bucks call time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves trail. Right side Conley. The three-point shot changed the game, clearly. But did you see it becoming the centerpiece of so many teams' offense?
I think it was inevitable in a way, B.A., but the way it got introduced to the league and the way that the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns adapted to the three-point line and then eventually what the Rockets were doing, it kind of came in like a flood. And each year we're seeing more and more guys who you wouldn't think should be shooting threes now capable of not only taking them, but making them. And so that goes for every position. That makes the game very dangerous.
Beasley for three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Conley. To the paint. Floats one. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Lillard outside. And he lobs it up. It's tipped. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Lopez, an absolute mountain to deal with on the inside, and the defense doing all they can against him.
You know, after all these years, Brent, is it possible that Brook Lopez is still getting better?
Well, this guy is going to be the study BA of some research papers in the future. How do you go from a post-up big man to a legitimate three-point threat in the arc of a career? He's been amazing.
Beauchamp, he's checked in for the Bucks. Back to Jordan. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert not bothered by the D.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Beverly. No made baskets yet. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And the first half comes to an end.
With the score, your Bucks, 36, the Timberwolves, 34. And please give a big round of applause for your Bucks Youth Dance Team.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Damian Lillard out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Middleton against McDaniels. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, one of the things that's great about Middleton is his ability at the free throw line. I mean, this guy is around 90% for his entire career. So he knows how to get there, and then he knows what to do with it.
And here's Jordan. Give him 8 points now to the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, the streak of Giannis.
The defense knows Giannis demands 100% effort, but he's still managing to carve him up.
Edwards, a pass to Jordan. Can't get it to fall. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir. You can count on Dame from deep.
Oh, man, tonight it's Dame time, and when Lillard gets hot, it's a sight to see.
And Minnesota calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Lillard against Jordan. Over Lillard. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Brook Lopez, over the course of his career, has become an elite rim protector and also stretched his scoring beyond the arc. His teammate, Giannis Antetokounmpo, said, quote, he competes hard for his team, and he's a big part of who we are. We need him offensively and defensively to be great. Brian?
He's such a key player, Allie. No question. Thanks. Pass to Lopez. And here's Connaughton for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Jordan. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll...